everybody knows how special this project is and how unique and what a fantastic opportunity it is to be involved in something like this. Bringing together the recreation of the historic theatre and a theatre that can do everything that a theatre, needs to do, that's what we were trying to achieve. The project has got a really long history, actually. It's a recreation of King Henry VIII's Cockpit Theatre. The reason why it's here in Prescott is because Prescott was actually the home of the first indoor theatre outside of London. So it's a remarkable connection. The original concept defined the theatre box and what we call the wraparound building. It's like this concrete casket that contains this jewel at the heart, which is the theatre, and that was a really key driver for the form of the building. We've been in touch with Adlib for years on this project, actually. They were one of the earlier teams to get involved. They've been involved in quite a few different elements of the process, so everything from design, prototyping, manufacturing, the rostra, the staging, the main stage as well. I mean, everywhere you look, there's a little bit of Adlib.
It's a building that's been designed for the whole community. What was coming back from the lead design team was we want to ensure that we've got a theatre that is multidisciplined.
The theatre is very flexible. So you've got the end stage configuration with the C-shaped audience and the main stage. And then we've got theatre in the round, which is in place today. And there is also potential for a thrust stage arrangement as well. But those three configurations lead to any number of flexible opportunities. There's quite a few ways of accessing the stage. So you can either bring in bridges, we've got the trapdoors.
So we had to build a stage that is effectively 1.2 metres tall, can take an awful lot of structural load and allow a performer in a full Elizabethan costume to move underneath the stage and then just pop up.
There was a lot of design work that went in that was developed by Adlib to make sure that all of this staging is removable and foldable and can be stored in the most compact way.
It's a removable folding stage. It all goes together with standard parts, so it's an easy system to change around. But a lot of it was done in the design phase and then developed into what you can see today.
The design of the seating was one of the real challenges for us because the seating actually does quite a bit more than what it might appear on the face. There's an air path, so all the supply air comes in under the seating, and then that's all coordinated with the bench that goes on top as well.
Only part of it is fixed seating, and the challenge was to make sure the clients that come in to watch the performances have got no idea that that actually is just a portable seat.
It's a really detailed design process that involves a lot of parties. Adler provided the majority of the kit up in the attic space as well, so all the pulleys and the winches that you see that kind of drop in over the stage.
One of the clients' requests was to have a chandelier pass through any of these 92 holes in the ceiling, so the head pulley can rotate, and the same with the drop pulleys. Also, then we've got the ability to relocate these that we can see above us, and they can slide backwards and forwards up and down these beams, or we can take the entire beam out and move it to somewhere else.
You've got a beautiful mini power flying system, 6 power flying bars, which at a touch of a button you can put at any height you want, you can move them at any speed that you want. We could go upstairs, open some trapdoors and press a button, and 5 minutes later there's 6 flying bars down on the stage.
This is the control panel that we're using for all the motorised hoists. This pickle can be used on any of the floors to control any of the 6 motors. They can be presets at different heights, so if they've got lighting or sound or a projector screen, they can just run it.
And then at the opposite extreme, we start talking about the hemp flying that's there. You've got the 2 complete extremes of technology sat right next door to each other.
We've actually got 4 tie-off cleat rails, which is quite unusual because lots of theatres only have 2. In the attic space, we've got one directly above us, which is a slot in the ceiling here. And so if technical team want to, you can tie off above and have the hemp lines coming round. But if they want a better view of what's happening on stage, they can also come down here and they can tie them off here as well.
It's been amazing to be involved. Part of the real enjoyment of it has been the team. It's been such a noticeably collaborative process the whole way through. And, everybody that's been involved really bought in from day one.
It's that open communication. There's always the Well, how do we solve that? Well, that's not in the package, but yeah, we can look at that for you. We can see how we can change that.
I'm fortunate that I've spent 30 years working in this industry, and I would put this in the top 5 of contracts that I've ever worked on. It really is that special.
Adlib, exactly what we were hoping for right from the start. You know, the team were completely open-minded and dedicated to what we were trying to achieve here. It's been a real team effort, and you know, I can't thank them enough for everything that they've done.